Welcome back, everyone. Woo. To the lands of Alaire. Our party just proved their Mako and made their way past the Lizard Man Bridge and into the isthmus that leads to Steelhammer Stronghold. However, they found that their way was blocked. The monstrous stone gate that leads to Steelhammer Stronghold had been destroyed, a pile of rubble blocking their way, which forced them to go up along the mountain ridges and follow those until they make it there. Not particularly a script. So as you guys awaken in the morning atop this low peak around these ruins that you managed to get some rest and protection in, you see that the rest of the group has also awoke and gotten to their feet. And the winds whip about with a kind of shrill noise, an endless whip. And Jordan gets up, along with all his rest, and begins to march on over, looking off towards the ravine. And he goes, well, that bridge looks sturdy, but obviously dangerous as all hell. Someone's gonna have to make their way past there first. And the mayor's probably gonna say you guys, so be ready for that. I'll be keeping everything else safe.
I think we'll fare fine.
I think so as well. You've more than proven your worth over and over again.
And dwarves did make the bridge after all. I'm assuming.
Oh, you're assuming just right. However, yeah, it's sturdy as all hell. It ain't going nowhere, but it's also too short and thin to get the caravan across with all our carts, so we'll have to leave them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a silly thing to make, isn't it?
Well, this wasn't supposed to be the main road. It's actually supposed to be a secret, but times have changed, I suppose.
We're kind of a secret party.
Looking around at all of them, he goes, I can't imagine why. Well, I'll be watching over my men, keeping this place safe. You be careful. Makes his way back to his post.
Just going. I think Leander will go and look at the bridge at least.
Sure. Make your way over to where it kind of empties out onto the path. And
A long bridge.
Yeah, and about a 700-foot drop or so.
Want to risk flying over?
I had thought that, but I thought maybe I would fly just over the bridge. Just hover.
Just
Yeah.
And Urston looks over towards you as you march through the snow, Leander. And he goes, well, looks like this is where we're going to be parting ways, huh?
I suppose.
And what if it's another month before I see you? Do I live off of this 5 gold? He goes as he jingles his little bag of gold around.
Stay warm.
No, Hurston. Here. I'll give him a large bag.
A large bag of how much?
100.
Okay? That's what I'm talking. You will be certain everything here just as you left it when you get back. Of course, I'll probably want to take these horses to somewhere they can actually graze.
I was gonna say, you don't have to stay here.
No! Thank God. I don't want to.
Perhaps the main road would be better suited.
No doubt. But I will stay hidden.
Good.
When you guys return, it'll be easy enough to find you.
I hope so.
We'll come calling.
You guys are making your way out? Okay. And as you do, you hear through the wind a beautiful melody. The most gorgeous voices you have ever heard to sing. Throw me that wisdom saving throw.
We all get
How
plus
did
3.
you know that's my lowest?
An additional plus
Yep.
3.
Oh yeah, an
Yeah.
additional plus 3 from Leander.
Yeah.
Okay, so a 6.
Oh! Oh no! Gilroy?
19.
12. 19.
12.
And a 6.
Yeah.
Erlon! You You cannot resist the lure. However, luckily enough, from behind you...
Actually, is he charmed?
It seems so.
We're immune to charm.
Immune to being charmed.
So, you hear the beautiful music, but you also feel Leander's presence and sort of a warmth, I guess, kind of keeping you in the moment.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also your elvish ancestry. You actually have big resistance.
Yeah, I was like, I
Charm.
didn't realize it was a charm. So
Yeah.
yeah, 19 is
It
actually
is
my...
indeed noted as a charm. However, Godric comes with huge bounding steps. He goes, Harpies! Plug your ears! Turning towards, he sees that you guys obviously have resisted it, but he turns towards the Karen Moor, one of the dwarves of which seems to have a glaze over his eyes, and he is stumbling out. It looks like he's not even going to take the bridge. He would just go flying off the ridge if he was to continue forward. And Godric grabs him and plugs his ears, and eventually he shakes out of it, and Godric goes, Oh, of course, they would set up an ambush in such a spot like this. You're going to have to be careful.
Stay close. I think we'll be all right.
As long as the bridge doesn't fall down like the arch that we had to go around.
It'll be nice to use this again, and I flip my throwing axe in the air.
Yes. All right. You guys make your way towards the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay. Group you all on up.
There is no indication of the direction that the
It's towards the
voices-
bridge. Yeah, the way that it was flowing on the wind, they're definitely crowded around there. So as you go on down.
As it has sound does. It flows on the wind.
It's magic.
Yeah!
Sorry. It's just a funny thought.
And, as you approach the mouth of the bridge on this side, you can see, no doubt, it is thick and well made. It's not going to fall. In fact, a frost giant could probably be slamming one end of it with a great axe, and it's not going to go down that easily. However, you do indeed see that perched on the bottom of the bridge, on this side, is at least one harpy.
I'm shooting.
I don't know. I've never encountered a harpy before.
I'm gonna shoot anything without your permission. So.
You've
I'm
got
not
to
really
bellow
sure.
out from behind you. They're bad!
I'll just nod to Melee.
You're gonna shoot it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a sharpshooter. See how it
You do
goes.
best. There
Nat
you go.
20. Where was that at the last?
Yeah, right? I know it! Throw that damage.
Right through
Okay, so
its edge.
so it's 10, so it's 21.
Right?
26.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
26.
sorry,
I was not doubling that. I was not
26
Okay.
damage?
yeah.
Make that next attack. Seeing as you get to just do it all in one action anyway. It's gonna hit.
Is it?
Yeah, they're
Which-
really not that hard
Okay.
to hit, so.
20.
It's dead.
Okay. Thank you.
So you sink 2 arrows deep into it, and you see feathers go flying as its body begins to fall down this 700-foot ravine. However, of course, that causes a whole swarm of them to burst out from underneath and begin circling around this bridge looking for their prey.
So are these like the bird women
Yep.
type things? Okay.
One of them has particularly notable feathers of purple, kind of lavender color, and seems to be older and larger than the rest. That's the
Which
one.
one is that?
It makes its way onto the bridge, clawing its way up with its talons, and extends its wings, and of course gives off a shrill "Grrrr!" as you guys roll initiative. Wow!
Whoa!
That was a 10.
Worthless! So, a 3 for the Harpies. Gilroy,
A 20.
20. Leander,
9.
9. Jar,
14.
14. Haley,
19.
19. Erlon,
Also a 20.
a 20. Ooh.
What's your dex? Higher than mine.
14.
Yeah.
Earl, on your first, as these things begin to rise about and kind of cyclone around this extended bridge.
Yeah, so I won't rage because I have to be in melee attack, but
Right.
I will throw my returning hand axe at the closest one.
Sure.
And that is a 24
Yes.
for 6 damage.
Okay. And it returns. I think you're able to use extra attack with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That was gonna be my next question. So
Yep.
yeah, pull it back to me.
And again.
Go again. Natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh.
Max damage. So
Wow.
that's 12 plus 4.
16?
16 damage.
Nice. Yeah, the axe sinks deep into this thing. However, you do see they have strong humanoid-esque body. It's not like the brittle and hollow bones of a bird. They seem to be able to take some punishment. Which brings us to Gilroy.
It looks like that grouping. All right. Well, Gilroy would consider flying, but then has second thoughts, realizing that will put him right in there.
Right where they live.
Yeah, where they hang out all the time. So he'll stay grounded, maybe moving from the edge some.
Okay.
Just as far from the edge of the cliff as he can get. Yeah, that's about right. And then sizing up that sort of group of harpies in the back on the north.
Sure.
Those
Those
three
three.
that are pretty close. I think I'll fireball them.
All right. Two fails.
All right. So yeah, a sort of spark ignites in the middle of all of them. Some manage to
Dodge out of the way.
Yeah. And it just, like, a mini explosion that just ends up blowing out into this large fireball, which will deal 8, 17, 18, 28 damage.
Wow. 28, 2 minus 14 to the one in the back.
Thank you.
And that will bring us from melee, or to melee. The one very close to you, being hammered by a returning hand axe, which Roman very deftly picks up and whips back at him once again. The ones in the distance being engulfed in flame.
How tall are the rocks behind me? Is that
Oh,
a
that
mountain
ridge
or
there?
just a
No, I mean, you could definitely make your way up. It probably goes up about 40 feet, those larger rocks.
I'll just bring my back a little bit closer to them. I'll back up a little.
Sure.
And I'm going to use sharpshooter for the one on the bridge.
Sounds good.
12.
12, let me check real quick. I know that would hit some of them. Not quite.
Okay.
And the next one? Will hit.
22.
Brings us to Jar.
Alright, Char's just going to take a shot at the nearest one on the left of the bridge
Okay.
with his crossbow, of course. And that's a 22.
Yes.
And that is 8 damage.
Which finally, Leander.
I will move up to the mouth of the bridge, and I will chuck a javelin at one of the hurt ones.
Okay.
Actually, I'll chuck one at the one that Jar just shot at.
Sure.
20. Not natural, but 4, 8 damage.
Great. Almost got it.
I'll throw another. Yeah. There we go. 23.
Yep.
Or
And you will kill it.
yeah. I don't know. 5 damage.
Another one goes sinking down into the ravine. Finally brings us to them. Method of attack. Surround Leander.
Carry me off.
Yep. Oh, you called it.
Can you fly and catch him?
Yeah. I can actually make him fly.
Do you have to touch me or?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to dive, touch me with it, and then I'll carry you.
Well, if I cast at a higher level, I can
Do
two.
multiple.
Yeah, two of us can
That's
fly.
kinda
So Leander, make me a athletics check.
Athletics. 24.
Okay, you managed to resist them grabbing onto you. However, you're still going to be attacked 3 times. One hit, it's going to be, would be 10, but it's going to be 7. A miss, and a miss. So 7 damage. And then Erlon, make me an athletics check.
Natural 20.
Easy
So,
peasy.
what is it? Athletics?
Yep.
Yeah, so 28.
Yeah, they're not picking you up. So the harpies find that the 2 strongest are not going up into the air. And they'll make 2 attacks. What's your AC again?
My AC is 16.
So one will hit you for 10. Let's see. They bring down little clubs that they hold in their talons. Yeah, I know, they're goofy.
Clonk.
The matriarch back there is going to target Gilroy with a magic missile.
But she needs to use magic missile to hit you.
Shade from Leander.
For real! It's coming out to 12 damage.
No, I'll heal you up after, buddy.
You idiot.
Erlon, your go.
Yeah, so I call out, Genra, let's make this swift.
And he, materializing aside you, goes, Harpies, how interesting.
Yeah, so I will actually run up to the ones surrounding Leander, pull out Bloodletter, and just...
That would be 2 attacks of opportunity.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's what I'm built for.
No, totally. A miss, and 1 hit, so it's going to be, with you raging, it comes to 5. But it slashes into your back, a little bit of blood gets drawn out, but that's pretty much what you were looking for anyway.
Yeah,
so.
pretty much.
Alright, you make it up to the ones who are, just completely surrounding Leander, wings flapping, their talons trying to perch on his armor so that they can pick him up and carry him off.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put back real far, put a lot of momentum in it, and like slash and try to smack the one into the ravine.
Okay.
The one that's closest to me. That is 27,
Yes.
and that's 11 damage.
11.
And I'll strike again. That's a 17.
It'll hit.
So that is 16 damage.
16.
Nice.
Yeah. So not quite letting go, however, 2 hefty swings that certainly bring it quite close to death. Gilroy.
Alright. After taking the magic missile from the leader, where's the leader? Still
She
hanging in the
floated
middle?
out over to there.
Okay. I'll turn my attention to her, and 6 large bolts, fist-sized bolts of arcane energy begin swirling around my staff, and then I thrust it forward, and a level 4 magic missile strike this harpy true.
You think you're a wizard?
What did I say? What would that be? 6
plus 6.
12 damage.
Exactly what she did.
Yeah. Mine was much
more dramatic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Melee.
I'm gonna go for the matriarch again.
Okay.
With sharpshooter.
Gonna hit.
Yeah.
For 24. Same thing.
Nat 20.
12 plus 16. So
28?
28.
Okay, well, the magic missiles send her reeling, and then 2 arrows sink deep and swiftly into this patriarch, causing her to go plummeting to the ground. Gilroy feels as though that magic missile was way better than which will bring us to Jar. Jar, with Erlon moving.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks a lot, Erlon.
Not the wisest.
Alright, how does I haven't had opportunity to use this before. Well, I've had opportunities, just never elected to do so. The blink dagger.
Right. So you activate it as a bonus action,
Okay.
and then you roll a d20 on a 10 and up, or is it 11 and up?
11.
11 and up, you enter the ethereal plane until the start of your next turn, at which point you can move 10 feet for free,
Yeah, while you're in the ethereal plane, you can.
and then you pop back into the material. And
Okay,
that persists for a minute, I believe?
Yeah.
Alright, I will use that effect to try to get around these harpies that are probably turning their attention to
Oh, yes,
Jar.
absolutely.
So, alright, 11 and up. Come on. Oh, no.
Oh, so it doesn't work as your bonus action, so you
Okay.
can do what you would like.
Okay, I'm gonna just have a bonus action, so I guess I'm just going to take a swing at the harpy right in front of me
All
with my
right.
short sword and hope they don't carry me away like little flying monkeys. And that's a 12.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. That's 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. Yeah, it shrieks as you plunge your short sword in towards it. Which brings us to Leander. Leander, it's chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got Erlon hacking into one
Yep.
beside me.
They're
But,
grabbing at you,
Yep.
trying to dig those talons into your shoulders, into your neck.
yep, and I'll just turn to the one in front of me, take a swing at it.
Yeah.
20 something.
Yes.
Just a normal attack. For 13.
You got it.
I'll take another one at the one to my right. The same roll, so a hit. For 7.
7?
Yep.
Your first roll always lands on your book, and your second one always is in the dice.
Yep.
Consistent padding. Oh, yes. So that brings us to the Harpies. Yeah, I think, Jar, roll me an athletics check.
Okay, that's a 6.
A 6.
Yeah.
Okay. They begin to bring you on out. Oh no. Jar, they have you gripped by the shoulders, both of them flapping their wings. They seem to be carrying you higher and higher into the air above this bridge, above the ravine.
I
As
didn't know him that well.
They're probably going for a nest somewhere, you figure.
Oh, you still get to roll blink.
This is not a good thing!
This could be problematic.
No, you could just move 10 feet towards the edge of the cliff and try and...
The very
like
Into the pit!
Swing yourself.
Oh, you went into the pit!
Okay. Right.
Well, I think that's on your turn, though, right?
Oh,
Wasn't that the end? Oh.
yes.
Yeah,
At
okay,
the end
yeah,
of his
at
turn.
my turn.
So then
Okay.
we will.
At the end of his
Alright.
We have until the end of Jar's turn, and then a 50% chance to fall.
Doom.
Okay. So one attack against Gilroy as one comes flying down on you. Get a hit for 10. And then one against Leander. Miss. And one against Erlon. Miss. This one turns its attention towards you, which will bring us to the top of the round with Erlon.
I look over at Jar quickly and I'm like, oh crap. But I'm not sure exactly what I can do. My first instinct is to throw my hand axe to help him. But
How much would it help?
yeah, not a great idea. So I'm just gonna keep attacking the ones against Leander.
Clear these guys?
Yeah.
They're a horrible distraction anyway,
Yeah.
so.
Leander, duck! As I make a reckless attack.
Alright.
That is 25.
Yes.
Nice.
So that is 17 damage.
You got him.
There's one more, right?
Yeah, there's that one right there.
All right. Yeah. So I'll take another. With my momentum, I spin around for another strike. That is. Yep. 26.
Yes.
Oh, real high.
Yeah, I know it.
And I think that's it's a 6. So that is 13 more damage.
You got him. You send those two flying off the ridge and into the ravine.
Can I make my movement action to run on the bridge probably 30 feet? See if I can intercept, and if they carry him over the bridge, my plan is to jump and grab him.
Okay. That'll bring us to Gilroy. Gilroy, this harpy, talons slash and wings flapping in front of your face.
Oh. What I can do?
Enlarge the jar, and they won't carry him.
Can you get him back?
No. Can I conjure a wind elemental to carry Jar? What do you think of that idea?
Let's workshop.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
more than enough wind to work with here.
Right.
Yeah.
Or at least, you know.
Better than anything I
little
had.
poof appears. That's your wind elemental. So what did they do? Where did they pop up?
I have not used this spell yet.
No.
Because I didn't have any, like, a list of elementals I could conjure.
No, but an air elemental we can assume.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't plan on rolling anything with him. So, yeah, I think I look to Jar, even though this, behind the flapping wings of this harpy that's, like, clawing at my face and clubbing at my body, and, I think of something I've not thought of before, which is to conjure a wind elemental and hopefully, and command it to sort of...
Assist?
Yeah, to assist in any way.
Okay.
And it's pretty single-minded, basically. So yeah, out of the thin air, this thing just materializes and hopefully harasses the harpies a bit. And...
Yeah, it coalesces as kind of this misty bond of air, essentially, that somewhat keeps together, though it wisps about all over the place, and it seems to lose and gain form all the time. And it floats its way over towards Jar, and will attempt to assist him. Which, I suppose in this case, mostly what it does for Jar is tries to keep you stable. Not like flailing about as the harpies, are flapping their wings, and so with that assistance, if you were to attempt to break away or something, I would give you advantage.
Okay.
Melee, shoot him down, Melee.
Well, he'd fall.
Help me!
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, no, I'm being facetious. You shouldn't
Yeah.
shoot them down.
I won't.
No?
No, I'm gonna,
Okay, no.
I'm gonna shoot the one
Can't.
that's
What else can I
attacking
do?
Gilroy with sharpshooter.
Okay.
13.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, they're easy.
Might be a dwarf this time next week.
Thank you. Plus 16, so 21.
21.
Might not die.
One more of those.
All right.
So,
Same.
yeah.
Okay. And then 20.
Got him. Gilroy, as you summon up this air elemental and try and make your way kind of past the harpy to direct it towards Jar and get Jar's attention a little bit, the harpy before you sinks to the ground, some red blood flowing out into the snow, and you see 2 arrows in its back, quite well pierced. Which will bring us
Thank you.
to Jar. Jar, the air seems to be working with you.
So I can break free, or the blink dag is going to go off again too, right?
I mean, I think you have a choice. I think, right? Like, if it's a maintain concentration thing, then you can break concentration whenever you want.
Yeah, I mean, you could just spell it, right? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, it might be more interesting if you can't.
Yeah. Well, blink is a full action.
Is it?
But it was using a magic.
Right, it's from a. He's not actually channeling the blink.
Right.
That would be a rules call. How do you guys feel? What should it be in his hands or out of them?
You can dismiss the spell as an action.
as an action.
Whatever makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's more interesting if you get it as a bonus action. You can't dispel it.
More fun. More fun for Jar.
But
Oh, well, let's. How to use this? I can dispel. Okay, I'll just try to break away first, and then we'll see how it goes.
All right.
So it's an advantage to break away.
Yes, indeed.
So that's 17 to break away.
17. Oh, yeah, no, you managed to break free of their grasp.
So now I'm in free fall.
So, what kind of rogue are you?
A 4th level.
Are you a thief subclass now?
Thief, yes.
So you have second story work.
Yeah.
So between that,
Yeah.
it just lets you climb like normal movement. So between that and the air elemental and the fact that you beat them, I'm gonna say you had momentum as you swung your legs out and managed to, with the assistance of the air elemental, make your way onto the ridge about 15 feet down. And there's more than enough handholds for you to be able to make your way up. However, to the rest of that, to the rest of you, it just looks like Jar just decided to go.
so you didn't use your action to dispel it, right?
Oh, so
No, I might as well let it go. See if I can fire and try to get it.
the harpies are still intent on
Or something,
grabbing
so-
you if they can. So.
And it doesn't go off. So.
I really wanted someone to look over, like Erlon to look over the bridge and be like, he's gone.
I was like, genre.
Yeah, for real. Leander, you see, as you peer down, you see Jar has not fallen. However, the harpies are definitely intent on
Something.
getting back to him if they can. Yeah. He's
Alright.
obviously in no position to defend himself right now. So.
Can I move up to the ledge? Like
Near Jar?
near Jar.
Yeah.
And 15 feet is a long ways down. 15 feet?
You got a rope.
Do I?
We
No.
all do. We're adventurers.
Yeah. Like, what kind of adventure doesn't have rope?
A paladin.
I know, I have rope. I can lend you rope.
Yeah, toss me some rope, Bailey.
So don't you turn back and say, toss me some rope.
Sure. I'll hold action and wait.
And when Melee throws you a rope,
I'll wait for somebody to throw me a rope.
someone toss me a rope.
When somebody throws me a rope, I will lower it down to Jar.
Okay. Which will bring us to the Harpies.
Oh.
We're gonna attack Jar. Jar, throw me an athletics check.
That'll be at 20.
20?
Yep.
That's not bad at all.
Got more to hold on to on the side of this cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're grabbing at you and pulling back at you, though. Yeah, you have more area to grab onto, and you manage to get some good handholds that are not breaking away so easily. However, they will make 2 attacks against you.
Okay.
You're gonna hit both for 20 damage. 20 in total, so yeah. Which will bring us back to Erlon.
So I see Leander just standing over the edge looking at Jar. And I'm like,
I forgot.
Leander! And I just like shuffle around my pack, quickly tie the rope to my hand axe, and just chuck it
Okay.
at Leander.
Okay, I'll catch it.
All right.
Good luck.
And I'll jump down.
You'll jump down.
Yeah.
I'm not holding it.
It's the returning one! It's the returning
Yeah,
hand
no, I'll
axe.
hold it. Yeah.
I'm not holding.
Well, I thought he was gonna catch it and then drop it.
No, you
Whatever.
going down.
Yeah.
So
All
you're-
right. We'll do that.
Swinging like a pendulum from this.
Yeah. In my rage, I just run for dear life.
Leander is hefty. However, for the moment, let's say you're holding quite well.
I grit my teeth. I am the bridge. I am the bridge.
Hold on, Jar!
So you have the returning hand axe
Yep.
that you're using as like a bar to swing on?
Sure.
This has gotten so complicated.
And Erlon up top on the bridge has the rope coiled and keeping it taut and in
Tie it
place.
to my immovable rod!
So that'll bring us, unless I think between the throwing it and the athletics to
Yeah.
keep it, that's your turn. So Gilroy, here you go. Leander has leapt off. Jar has leapt off.
So there's not really any harpies in sight, right?
No, seemingly not.
I guess I'll move to the edge of the cliff. And jump off!
The Harpy song claims another.
No, I'll move to the edge and,
Toss me the rod!
With one hand?
I don't quite understand what your plan is here, Leander.
I just need all the magic items I can.
We're putting together a Megazord.
I definitely have rope on me, because I'm always ready for rope trick. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, they're 10-foot segments.
Yeah, it's true, I did claim that.
You got 10 feet of rope, 6 of them.
And 15 feet of cliff, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well...
I'm glad we made that stipulation for it to come into play here.
Alright, realizing I have 10 feet of rope, I will cast, Melf's acid arrow at the harpy.
Okay.
At one of the harpies.
Absolutely.
Which is... Yeah, I think it's attack roll for me. It's a 24.
Yes.
4d4. And then one of them will take 2d4.
Oh yeah.
So that's 4, 7, and 8.
8.
Yeah.
And the other one takes.
No, it'll take 2d4 on its next
next
turn,
turn,
on the
yeah.
start of its turn. And then, can I, as a bonus action, command my air elemental to get some momentum on Leander going?
Which brings us to melee.
Men are ridiculous.
You gotta see this, Melee!
Char's down there being taloned and clubbed in the back as he's climbing up. Everyone's looking at Leander swinging. You said you didn't want this to be a funny episode. Here we are.
Can I go just to the edge where I can see them?
Absolutely.
And then the most wounded.
Which I believe would be the one on the left. Yeah, you can definitely target them. You have the angle.
Yeah. I can shoot for anything, it's fine. I'll use
much.
sharpshooter. For 15.
Yep.
21.
One more of those. What is it?
It's a 17.
Is it?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be dead.
16.
Yeah, it's dead. One of
Okay.
them will falling down. You feel a lot less pressure. Jar. Anything more melee or?
Oh, no.
Okay. Jar.
Okay. Just kind of curious. So there's still one on my back, right?
There is, yeah.
Alright, and then there's Leander kind of swinging out
Swinging.
nearby.
Air elemental pushing him.
Air elemental, and Oh, this is crazy. How far would Jar be able to just climb with that harpy at his back?
I'd say, I mean, given your skill set, you can make it up.
Okay. So yeah, Jar will just
The harpy turns towards Leander.
Jar will just throw himself over the side and then see if the blink dagger will go off.
Okay.
Oh god.
No.
It's a worthless magic item.
Just looking at
Leander!
Ah! And I try and swing as much as I can and stab at this harpy.
What do you think for this?
I'm gonna say you're strong enough to hold the rope. However, you make an athletics check at advantage to be able to get the momentum.
He's got, yeah.
Because of the air elemental, yeah.
Aha, 24.
Yeah, that's enough. So you
Stabbing it.
swing!
I grab it with one arm. Wait, one of my
You can't attack, Leander!
Alright, I'll hold on to the rope with one arm.
Headbutt.
Sure, I'll use my legs and wrap my legs around the back of it. And stab it with one arm.
The thigh crush this thing!
I'm only holding on to the rope with one arm.
Okay.
Oh,
But I'm stabbing at it.
They've driven him crazy.
13.
13 will hit.
Level 2 Divine Smite. 7, 14, 20, 26.
26?
Yep.
I don't think Ian expected a swashbuckling adventure.
Not here in the mountains!
With the 2.
Can I make
Not
Yeah.
dexterous.
25.
Okay. Divine leg crush.
For 11.
You got him.
Oh man.
As you swing back. Harpy, between your legs.
I let it go.
Huh?
I let it go.
Okay, yeah, you
Fuck.
and it goes falling.
Begin climbing my way back up.
Okay, you make your way back on up. The air elemental pushing at your feet the whole time. The harpies are defeated.
Ha!
Well done.
Leander, what were you thinking?
I thought it'd be a lot more dire than what it was.
You almost made it so.
I didn't though.
As you guys regroup, you see the rest of the caravan. The carts are making their way back south, the way that you had came up. However, the rest of the caravan and their members make their way towards you. Godric is applauding. That was incredible. I've never seen such proficient harpy slayers. Your technique. Amazing. The mayor.
Yes, well, they did say we had to start making stories. We wanted to be on the level of Devarius. I thought that was a good start.
Yes. I'll always remember that one time Leander crushed a harpy between his thighs.
So swinging for what?
While swinging from a trapeze above a 700-foot ravine.
You can keep me out of this story.
It had nothing to do with Jar.
As Jar phases out of existence.
Keep me out of the story. Godric marches across the bridge, leading the way.
Yeah, you go ahead, Godric.
You've done your work. Rest easy. I'll take point for now. And you guys all cross the bridge. Now the entirety of the entourage, the caravan, on foot. And the elves seem to be holding close to themselves, keeping themselves warm and whatnot, huddled up in a bit of a group. The dwarves, the Caradmore, not a problem at all wading through the snow. Even though it reaches high up into their thighs, they continue walking on down. And Jordan in particular seems to be keeping pace. He's the one that's setting the pace of your movement, and he wants it to be fast, obviously. It's at a bit of a march. The mayor, as she walks on past, goes, you have more than proven your worth. My goodness. We wouldn't have made it nearly half this far without you. I appreciate your help.
I expect you to come to our rally here at Steelhammer Stronghold, then.
Of course. And I will only speak good words of you. However, Clan Molnar, of course, is in a bit of a touchy state. They've lost much of their wealth, and that is their main concern. The border strongholds can always be reclaimed. Caradmore is strong. However, the prosperity must flow to all dwarves. I believe they lost vision of that. And I do wonder, what has brought such destruction to their operations? It's been over a decade since I last had any contact with them. And in that time, we fought many battles against each other. I hope our reception is a bit more endearing than that. I prefer a return home. Even though it may not quite feel like it. Gazing out at the mountain pass. You guys continue until evening arrives. Mayor and Godric setting up camp, as well as the elves, Jordan, Hiram, and all them. And as they set up, the mayor goes, by tomorrow afternoon, we should reach Steelhammer Stronghold. I do hope that they take kindly to the folks I've chosen for this travel. I'm sure they'll understand that I needed assistance, but times have changed so. And Jordan goes, yes indeed, but, well, if any of the old honor rings true in Vinvariak's heart still, he'll know to listen. And the mayor turning towards Jordan, who, they don't tend to talk too much. They have an obvious divide. And she goes, I appreciate that, Jordan. You're a stalwart companion. Jordan gives kind of a bow, though you wonder exactly where his allegiances are. Is there anything you guys would like to do through the evening? Anyone you'd like to talk to?
I'm curious. I know we left behind the caravan and everything, but I'm assuming your horse came with us.
Can go, yeah,
Cool.
absolutely. Yeah, a single horse can make it across, no problem, but carts, not so much.
I figured you wouldn't leave it
Yeah.
behind us.
And, I mean,
It also can be just like dispelled and stuff, right?
yeah, it's super magical, so
Yeah.
you could just summon it up at the
On the
bottom
other
of
side,
nowhere,
yeah.
which is pretty
Crazy.
cool.
It's like a celestial or
Yeah,
It is,
it's its own thing.
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, good point though. So you
Yeah.
have your horse.
That was not the point,
Other members of our party are.
You have Zoran and Bilberry, Arena, Gentel, Jordan, Godric.
So yeah, like our party.
Yeah.
Okay. Just check.
Yeah, the rest of those guys came along as well. And honestly, I think that's about as much as I have for as far as we're going for tonight.
No Steelhammer Stronghold.
Not yet.
Oh.
In due time, I know. I thought that harpy thing might have gone on a little longer, but it was very entertaining.
I tried.
No, yeah. So I think we're going to call it there, and next session we'll be making our way into Steelhammer Stronghold, meeting with Clan Molnar, and seeing exactly what woes they face before joining you as members of the Order of Swords. And until next time, thank you for joining us, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the adventure. What do we got to go over? Anything
A few
particular?
things. Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff you guys heard previously, but we're doing a t-shirt drawing at 250 Twitch followers. We're at 206 right now. So we're on our way for sure. We'll give you a t-shirt from our very own comic and game shop, the Freakopolis Geekery in Whitehall, New York. We're open 5 days a week. We sell all sorts of comics, modern comics, as well as role-playing games, tabletop games of all sorts. You can find us on social media. at Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and YouTube and Twitch and
All those places.
Discord. Yeah, we're all over the place. If you search Freakopolis, you should be able to find us. Also, would like to encourage you to subscribe on Twitch if you are enjoying the show. It's about $5 a month, and it'll renew, I think, automatically.
Yep.
And it gets you some cool emojis and much love from the cast and crew of the Lands of Alaire. You can also subscribe with Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime if you're an Amazon Prime member to one channel every month. I would encourage that to be the Freakopolis channel, if possible. And yeah, hopefully we see you sometime here in the store or online or wherever.
Totally. And then we got Joined by Gaming.
Yeah, we are Joined by Gaming. We promote positivity in the gaming community. And we also raise money for our local children's hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And we put on various local events around. And yeah, you can find us at joinedbygaming.com, Facebook, and Instagram.
Awesome.
And next week you might have something a little more to talk about.
Yes. Yeah, I'll have a little bit more, something exciting to announce next week, which will be a lot of fun.
Totally cool.
Before Lands of Alaire next week on our Facebook at 1 p.m. on the 7th, we have a special announcement. So,
Very cool.
yeah.
So yeah, Joined by Gaming on Facebook or Instagram, but Facebook's where those special announcements are at next week. So keep an eye out for that. And finally, a huge thank you to our father, who someone had commented that they really loved the battle music during the King Tiberius Chaldean fight. So that's awesome.
Good choice.
All that stuff, the graphics, everything is his work, and the show would not be a tenth of what it is without him. So a huge thank you to our father. And finally, we'll see you next Sunday. Have a good night, everyone. Till next time.